Furaha kubwa sana, shangwe na vigelegele, watu wengi duniani waimba, sauti zao za mbinguni, naungana na malaika kumshangilia Mtakatifu Gaspari, kumshangilia Mtakatifu Gaspari. Tumeona muasisi yake Yesu Kristo. Furaha kubwa sana, shangwe na vigelegele, watu wengi duniani waimba, sauti zao za mbinguni, naungana na malaika kumshangilia Mtakatifu Gaspari, kumshangilia Mtakatifu Gaspari. Alifundisha kutii nguvu ya damu. Furaha kubwa sana, shangwe na vigelegele, watu wengi duniani waimba, sauti zao za mbinguni, naungana na malaika kumshangilia Mtakatifu Gaspari, kumshangilia Mtakatifu Gaspari. Mtumishi wa Mungu katuza milele tamu.
The history of the missionaries of Africa began in 1868. Their founder, Charles Lavigerie, was born in France in 1825. After a few years as Bishop of Nancy, he felt called by God to missionary life. He agreed to become Archbishop of Algiers. I now come to you, my beloved Africa. For you I sacrificed everything, when, compelled by a power that was clearly from God, I left everything else to devote myself to your service. On arrival at Algiers, the new Archbishop had to confront a tragic situation. Famine and a cholera epidemic raged throughout the country. Lavigerie founded the Missionaries of Africa to bring help to the orphans of the famine and for the apostolate towards Muslims. Father Charmetan was the first missionary to take his oath on the 1st of October 1872. They would soon become known as the White Fathers, because of the gandura they wore, the same clothes as the people among whom they would live. However, Lavigerie was a visionary, gripped by enthusiasm. For him, Algiers was but the door opening onto an immense continent to which the good news was to be brought. After several setbacks in attempts to reach Timbuktu, the first caravans left for Central Africa in March 1878. The Cardinal sent apostles, men inflamed with enthusiasm for humanity and for God, to the heart of Africa. primarily apostles towards non-Christians, this is the way the missionaries of Africa respond to the call of Jesus. Go, make disciples of all nations, proclaim to them that the kingdom of God is very near. In their encounters with the African world, the missionaries always keep close to heart the watchword of Cardinal Lavigerie: I am not a stranger to anything that is human. An apostle of the campaign against slavery, Cardinal Lavigerie passed on his passion for humanity to his missionaries. I am a man, and any injustice towards other men makes me heartsick. I am a man, and any form of oppression against a great number of my fellow human beings instills only revulsion in me. Today, missionaries of Africa are involved with the poorest of the poor, street children, AIDS patients, ethnic minorities, unemployed youth, migrants and refugees. They are outstanding in zeal everywhere to restore humanity to its rightful dignity. Fighting to promote justice and peace is one of the prime factors in their charism. Though he had only just arrived in Algiers, Lavigerie wrote his first pastoral letter in 1867. It is addressed to the Muslim population of Algeria. I claim the privilege to love you as my children. There are two things that we will not cease to do, and which can neither worry you nor turn you from us. The first is to love you and prove it to you, if we can, by doing good to you. The second is to pray for you. Since then, the missionaries of Africa have not ceased to deepen their dialogue with the Muslim world. There also lies one of the prime factors of their charism. Dialogue also takes place with followers of African traditional religion and new religious movements. Patiently, the missionaries of Africa try to understand better the culture and faith of those to whom they proclaim Jesus Christ. To proclaim Jesus Christ to the African world and respond to the mission of the 150th anniversary, 370 candidates comprising 26 nationalities are today preparing to take over. Motivated by a genuine love for God and humanity, these candidates are ready to leave family and country to go out and proclaim the good news of Christ to the African world. The first 3 years of formation take place, if at all possible, in the home country of the candidates. As for the spiritual year, it is lived out in an international community setting, as well as the 2-year practical experience and 3 or 4 years of theology. These international formation houses are all in Africa or Jerusalem. Candidates prepare themselves for mission towards final commitment in stages. They are officially admitted into the society at the spiritual year. They receive the White Father habit, the Gandura and Rosary, and make a solemn declaration of intent to pursue their missionary formation. During their practical experience period, they renew this declaration of intent. The year before the end of their studies, candidates, brothers and priests commit themselves by oath. In the presence of my brethren here assembled, I swear on the Gospels to consecrate myself henceforth until death to the Church's mission in Africa, according to the constitutions of the Society of Missionaries of Africa, placed under the protection of Mary Immaculate, Queen of Africa. Consequently, I promise and swear to the Superior General of the Society fidelity and obedience in all that concerns the practice of apostolic charity and of community life. Moreover, I promise and swear to observe celibacy for the sake of the kingdom. Those intended for priesthood are ordained deacons after the oath and ordained priests a few months later in their home parishes that then send them out on mission.